Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in 27 Squad. Let's go. Hey, man, we haven't done one of these in a very long time. I didn't want to call it a call-in stream because I used to do actual call-in streams where people like old school radio call my number and we'll get you on a Skype call. And it was like the phone lines were literally ringing. Like it's hard. It's crazy to think that that was literally like almost 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, maybe. That was 2019. So no, it was 5 years ago, right? It's 2024. So what am I talking about? 7 years ago, crazy. Um, but yeah, guys, here we are. Let me make sure we're all good. What's going on, everybody? 27 Squad, welcome in. I wanted to give some time for people to come in because there's gonna be a lot of talk today. It's gonna be I don't know if it's a therapy session. I don't know if it's just regular talk. It all depends. I know everybody has their own opinion, so I was trying to get people, give people enough time to join in until we can all talk and have discussions. Like I said, it was very popular when I used to do this a couple of years ago. I will say that I stand on business a lot more than I usually do. So no tomfoolery. I will kick you out. I know there was a big trend back in the day where people would troll and put inappropriate stuff and stuff like that. When they're coming on as guests, I will ban you from the channel. I do not care. I do not care. I have 7,000 subscribers, and no, that's not a lot, but I got plenty of subscribers. I don't need you. Okay. So if you come in here, I know there are the cool ones, right? I know Mike is gonna come in here. He's always wanted it. He's always wanted to come on and he's always asking for the call-ins. I know there are the good ones, but there's probably gonna be people I do not know. I'm just trusting that you guys respect TOS, respect the channel and stuff like that. Because I will ban you for life. All right. So that out of the way. Welcome in, everybody. How you guys doing? 1 week later since the NFL draft, and this is probably one of the most controversial drafts of Joe Schoen's tenure. There is no doubt about it. This is the third draft down. The first one, everybody was like, I don't really know who these guys are, but I'm going to trust Joe Schoen because he's the new GM. The second one was, I think it better. I think more understandable. People were kind of catching on to Joe Schoen's strategy and what he prefers. And then this third one, everybody had their own agendas. And when you didn't go through, if Joe Schoen didn't go through with your agenda, you were upset, same just like me. So Mike Nixon with the super chat. I'm gonna get into it right now, man. But I'm gonna get say what's up to everybody. Mike Nixon, of course, in the building. What's going on? Ian in the building. Daniel, what's up? Tudo, Giant Carbonator, always. What's going on, guys? And yes, guys, everyone hit that like button and subscribe. Yes, join if you guys are interested. Subscribe to Jordan 27 Squad. If you want to support the channel even more, go above and beyond. Join the membership to become an official 27 Squad member. And by the way, just like Mike Nixon is over here, if you see that S, I think that means channel member, if I'm not mistaken, on StreamYard. I think that means channel member, but he's a channel member and a mod. So get like Mike Nixon, bro. Get like Mike Nixon. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Yo, what's good, Kid Blue? I got my grape on deck. And guess what, Mike? Yeah. Yeah. Listen, we're bringing it back to the old times. Maurice, Ghost, what is up? What's going on, everybody? Okay, so here are the ground rules. All right. I already explained it when there was like 9 people here. Now there's 17. Like I said, I have the comment here that I'm gonna post. And then after I post it, let me pull up the chat here. You guys stay in here. Don't leave. I know everybody gets impatient, and my intros used to be a little long. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes right now. Hold on. Post this up. All right. And then I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin the link along with this later in a second. Just give me a second. But these are the ground rules, guys. Okay. Number 1, click the link. Right. That's how to join. Number 1, click the link. Number 2, username must be the same username that you see on YouTube. So however, like let's just say Mike Nixon. Obviously, we all know who Mike Nixon is. He's put Mike Nixon in StreamYard. Ghost, if you join, put exactly what you see on YouTube, put it there so I know exactly who you are. All right. And then 3, respect the TOS, the terms of service on YouTube. Respect it. Because if I get demonetized because of you and your shenanigans and I get flagged on my channel, you're banned for life. I don't care who you are. All right. So we stand on business on that one. All right. And then 4, camera is optional. Listen, I know there are a lot of people who get nervous to come on. I know there are a lot of people who don't prefer to have their camera on. I respect that. I used to have a rule that you have to put your camera on, and sometimes I put the rule that you're not supposed to. That I don't want your camera on at all, but it's optional. It's completely optional. Um, so there's the ground rules for you guys. Tudo in the building with the $5 super chat. He says, massive salutes and respects to Kid Blue and all diehard Knicks fans across the pond. And please slap all thank you, filthy Philly loses out of the front door hard and fast. Pause. Including Saquon. Mega pause on that. Thank you so much, Tudo, for the $5 super chat. Let's pull up the let's recap the draft real quick, then we'll start opening up the phone lines, right? It's kind of weird to say that because StreamYard is kind of different, but hello? Hello? The NFL website is kind of clunky right now. I'm gonna share screen in a second. I'm gonna pull up the Giants draft. Oh my god, that was loud. I hate NFL.com because they put these random windows of like clips and stuff like that, and it gets so loud. It's not like on mute immediately, and it's so annoying. So annoying. That like almost scared me. All right, here we are. We're gonna quickly recap the drafts. Give I guess my initial thoughts, and then we'll allow everybody to come in here, man. And if you know, we'll get it going. Oh yeah, by the way, members are first in line. Members are first in line. If you join the membership, I will know because it says the S, just like it says with Mike Nixon. When I pull up Mike Nixon's chat from StreamYard, see that S there next to the wrench? That's to let you know that he is a member. Members are first in line. So if you want to be first in line, you want to get priority, you join the membership. And then if it's between 2 members, it's whoever joined in first. Okay. First come, first serve. All right. So Malik Neighbors, obviously, everybody wanted a quarterback here. A lot of people want a quarterback. I'm a little disappointed that we couldn't get the deal done with New England, but I accepted that New England was not going to get that deal done at all. Like they were not going to budge or move at all. They were just trying to see who's the stupider team to give up the most. So there's that. Tyler Newbin, I'm not big on safeties, drafting them high, but I understand that the Giants are infamous of drafting safeties in the second round, a la Landon Collins, Xavier McKinney, and a lot of safeties go in the second round. That's pretty much the sweet spot for them if you want to get them. They get a high quality one. Andrew Phillips, I am still waiting. Oh my gosh, guys, you don't know how much film I did on Andrew Phillips. And I'm still not there yet on liking him or liking him as a 3rd round pick. I would have probably liked him as a 5th rounder. I don't like him as a 3rd rounder. Theo Johnson, like tight end position, again, not really my cup of tea. I didn't really care to address it, but I understand that Darren Waller is a really big question mark. They got to try to replace him with probably the most athletically gifted for their size tight end in this draft. Tyron Tracy, I'm growing to love more and more. He's becoming my Micah McFadden of this draft, okay? Tyrone Tracy is becoming my Micah McFadden of this draft. I think he's going to be a star for us, like Micah McFadden is. Love you. All right, so Darius Muasau, I don't think he's anything more than a depth guy. I don't see. I like him as a player. I really do. Just don't know how he's ever going to see the field. So I think he's going to be a special teamer guy. I really do. I think he's a good blitzer from the inside. Very undersized, however, but very good blitzer from the inside. So there is that. Oh, also guys, a little announcement. If you guys weren't a part of the Roundtable Sports stream that we had yesterday, oh my goodness, it was phenomenal. yesterday. If you guys missed it, there was over 600 people in that stream. Okay. If you guys don't know what Roundtable Sports is, it's a network that I joined that we're going to have streams. We're taking a little break for the off season. We did a little draft special, but we're going to kick it back up towards like preseason time and training camp and stuff like that. But make sure you go in the description. Go in the description right now and subscribe to the NFC East Roundtable. There is a channel for every single division. We obviously are in the NFC East, so I've linked up with guys like Rio Robinson from Washington, Philly Mike from Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Eagles, and Jay Tuck from Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, they're representing their fan bases. They're not actually from the actual teams, but and we just do a roundtable, and we had a phenomenal stream, 600 people across multiple platforms. So that was awesome. All right, enough yapping. Enough yapping. All right, so what I'm gonna do, and if there is a super chat, you guys know that I try to get your super chats in as soon as they come in. I try to as much as I can. If there is a super chat, just be a little patient with me. If we have a guest on, don't feel bad that I cut you off and I get the super chat. Do not feel bad. I will allow your time to speak, but I got to respect the super chatters. Okay. They're helping pay the bills a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, super chatters, do not worry. I will read your super chat. Do not worry. I'm trying to put this link and then stream link. Should I put that in the beginning? Yes, I should. I'm gonna put it in the beginning. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna put it in the beginning so you guys can see the link first. Hello? I feel like a boomer. Make sure this looks good. Let me put it in all caps. If you guys are in here, make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Helps out the algorithm a lot. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's get that like button going. I don't have a specific goal here, but all right. There's the link. I'm going to pin it. If I can open up the stream here. If we get a lot of guests, I don't know how. I'm gonna try to give you guys as much time as you want to like talk, but I want to keep it to like a minimum of like 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes. So do not feel bad if I cut you off, and we move on to the next guest. And we talk more, but there's the stream link. Let me know if it works. I mean, I'll obviously know if it works if you guys are joining in. But if it doesn't work, make sure you guys let me know. Make sure you guys let me know. Hopefully it does. Like I said, username must be your username on YouTube. Okay? Camera is optional. Let's respect TOS. And let's just conduct ourselves like adults. If you're not an adult, try to be one. If you're under 18, try to be one. All right? All right. We got our first. We know who was gonna be first. Okay, we know who was gonna be first. As always, it is our guy, Mike Nixon. What's up, man? Mike? Oh no, we lost Mike. Mike! I think he's getting his putting his mic on. Mike is putting his mic on. Mike, put your mic on. Come back in, Mike. See if it works that way. Yeah, I'll still keep your place. Don't worry. All right. So, can you hear me now? What's up, Bookend Tackles? Rob Pred in the building. Just want to say I'm still still in the air on DJ. Our biggest problem is pressure or sacks in under 4 seconds, holding the ball every play. Our receivers don't have time to get open to throw. Yeah, I agree, Rob. They just have to work that offense better to accommodate for the offensive line. However, we do know that Daniel Jones is not the complete problem, but there have been a lot of times where you see that problem is prevalent with him, where he'll hold the ball for too long, not see guys open, fail to read the field, and completely leave plays on the field. I think that's the biggest problem that people have with Daniel Jones. Listen, I think Daniel Jones can do what a top quarterback can do. Does he have the strongest arm? No, but I think a lot of quarterbacks have proved that you don't need the strongest arm. But he is very good, like as far as a thrower of the football. His only thing, like he can make all the throws. He's athletic. His only thing is being able to read the field, right? Just the IQ, just the I guess the brains of it. I think that's Daniel Jones's problem. I think he can make all the throws. I don't think anybody denies that. I really don't think anybody denies his talent. Okay, now is he like top quarterback talent? I wouldn't go that far, but he has enough tools. Like to me, is he a better like quarterback, like brains aside, right? Put the brains aside. Is he a better quarterback than a guy like Brock Purdy? Yes. He's a better thrower of the football. He can make a lot better throws than Brock Purdy, in my honest opinion. We've seen it happen time and time again. It comes down to IQ. I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm just saying when he's there, when he says hike, it's like he just doesn't see the field. He does not read the field. That's always running for his life. I get it, and maybe that plays into it a little bit. I get it, but this has been a problem with him since we got him. So it's hard to really think anything else. Toughest, I don't know about the toughest, but I feel you. I know he is tough. Yo, Lestat, I'm sorry, yo, KB. Yo, Lestat, what's up, man? What's going on? If you guys want to join in, I'm surprised that nobody wants to join in, man. If you guys want to join in, don't be shy, bro. Don't be shy. Come in. I don't bite, bro. Come on. If you guys want to voice your opinions out there, talk about the draft a little bit, go ahead and join in, man. Go ahead and join in. It doesn't seem, I don't know if Mike's working something out right now, but as of, for right now, we'll take somebody else. Come join in and voice your opinions. If not, we'll just keep talking in the chat, bro. Just keep talking in the chat. I choose the right time to take a break. I chose the right time to take a break. I feel you, Giant Carbonator. I feel you. All right. We got Mike. If there's anybody that wants to join in, make sure you guys hit that link. The link is up there. It's pinned. The link is pinned. So just join that link and you'll be in line. Mike, what's up, man?
What's up, Kid Blue?
There we go. Now we hear you. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, not much, bro. Yeah, I'm really liking our draft.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that as a surprise, but I'm just saying that, like, if you look on Twitter, everybody's all doom and gloom about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see the brightest side of it, in my honest opinion. But yeah, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of bummed we're gonna get a quarterback, but let's be honest, if New England turned down 11, 23, and a 2025 first that the Vikings were offering, there's no way they were moving that pick.
Yeah, I agree. I always said this, and I was trying to tell this like to people on Twitter, but it's hard for people to start listening. But I said it. If we weren't winning anyway, like Minnesota was gonna get it if it was anything. You know what I mean? It's hard giving up on 2 first-round picks in the same draft. I know they would have to drop down all the way to 11. I get it, but it's hard just skipping out on 2 first-round picks in the same draft. In this draft in particular, because this is a good draft. Like the first round guys are good.
Well, technically, you're getting 3 first round picks, if not including next year.
Oh yeah. I'm not even including next year. I'm just including. I'm just saying in this
Yeah,
year, they'll be getting 2 first round picks and then a first next year. So I mean, if you're New England, I mean, it's Minnesota's picks that I'm looking at. I know a lot of people were going crazy about the supposed offer that the Giants gave, and I get it. It was a kind of a weak offer, but I mean, if you're the Giants, I mean, there's not much you can do like against Minnesota. It's just like you know. Really quick. Sebastian, thank
yeah.
you so much for the $2 super chat. He says, I'm still really worried about our offensive line. I agree with that too. Mike, I got a question for you, man. How do you feel that the Giants, for the second year in a row, did not draft an offensive lineman? For the second year in a row.
I mean, it's a little bit worrisome, but w- to counteract with that, they
Mhm.
did spend in free agency to
Right.
get young offensive linemen, and one of which has ties to our new line coach.
Yeah. In Jermaine Illuminor and Carmen Brasillo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I mean, it is a little bit worrisome. I would have liked maybe a late round guard, late round tackle,
Mm. Yeah, I
or
mean,
even. I mean, I l- I especially love the Tyler Newman pick, but even if we got in Cooper Beebe at that spot,
right. And then the Cowboys got him.
yeah,
Yeah, it reminds me of a couple of years ago when us Giants fans. I know me and Kush especially were really like wanting Tyler Biotish. I think he goes to the Cowboys, and now it just seems
yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot of Giants fans really like Cooper Beebe. I was more of a Christian Haynes guy, but I'm glad he's out of the division for sure. I really like him.
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised that the Cowboys went offensive tackle and not center in the first round.
I agree. They traded down. They could have had Graham Barton in their hands. They traded down, and they could have even gotten
Or
Jackson
even,
Powers Johnson.
yeah,
But they
that's
didn't, and
what I
they
was
got
about to
Guyton.
say.
And then now they're moving Guyton because he played right tackle in college. Now they're gonna move him to
Yeah,
left tackle. That's gonna be a transition, man. I'm praying on their
yeah.
downfall.
Yeah, oh, so am I. So am I.
I'm hoping he's just a bust out the gate because we laughed
And
at
then
that Tyler Smith.
and then they bring back Wasp Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, yes, yeah. They brought back Ezekiel Elliott. And whatchamacallit? Oh, I'm hearing echo. I'm hearing echo, Mike.
Oh, hold on.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I still hear
Am
echo.
I good?
Nah, I still hear echo. I don't know
Alright.
if I'm on speaker. That's probably why.
Well, I'm currently on my phone.
Oh damn,
Maybe hold on, let me
it was working before.
mess with settings. Let me see
Rob Pred, thank you so much
audio.
for the $5. He says just for the content. Appreciate you, Rob. Try coming out, coming back in.
Am I good?
Oh, actually, I don't hear my voice. Hold on. Hello. I think we're
Hello?
good. I think we're good. We're good.
Yep.
All right.
My
Yeah, continue.
echo cancellation was off on.
Gotcha.
But
Mhm.
did you see what Saquon tweeted, bro?
Yes. Here's
I
the thing,
mean,
man. I think me and you disagreed on it, right? I think me and you disagreed on the whole Saquon thing. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care about Saquon anymore. Like,
I
you know
mean,
what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, yeah, but like, what do you think was gonna happen?
mm,
New York fans travel in bunches to every game.
yeah. Yeah, and on top of that, I the thing what I understand everybody else, booing him and stuff like that. What he doesn't understand is like it's not really him. It's that he's a Philadelphia. He's a Philly. He's in Philly now. Like Giants fans, New York fans, they're gonna boo anyone in Philly. So it's not just that Saquon is Saquon and he left the Giants. Is that he's part of Philly now? Now he has to deal with the New York Giants hate. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part where I understand Giants fans and New York fans, where he just needs to understand that if you joined Philly, we're gonna boo you now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know what he expected. If he expected a standing ovation, he's not Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? And I think even if Eli Manning, as much as he did with our franchise, I think if he went up and went to Philadelphia, he would be booed even more, honestly. In my
Yeah,
opinion. So he needs to just
I
realize that.
agree.
Yeah, he needs to just realize that, like, you're in Philly now. You're gonna get booed, you know?
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I think
And and
part yeah.
and and what's gonna happen when you, I don't know, say get to a slow start in Philly? Then you're really gonna hear it from Philly fans.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Philly's gonna chew you up. If you thought the Giants fan base was upset at you, if you thought the Giants fan base was upset at you for a fumble here and there, wait until you lose a game for them, man. Wait until
Yep.
you lose the game for them. Hasbik, what's going on? Again, guys, if you guys want to join in and voice your thoughts about the Giants draft, hit that link, join the StreamYard, and you could join in the conversation. If you guys want to come in, you guys don't need to put your cameras on. Just like Mike, he don't got his camera on. You guys don't need to put your camera on. You can just talk. You can just talk about the draft. But appreciate you
Hmm.
coming in, Hasbik. But yeah, man. What's your favorite pick from this draft? What was your favorite pick of this draft?
Oh, oh, it's gotta be Tyler Newbin, bro.
So you're a big Tyler Newman guy.
I am. I watched some film on him, and I just love what I see. His instinct to
Hmm.
the ball. But I mean, I also am excited for Malik Neighbors because we we desperately needed a playmaker at wide receiver.
Yeah, yeah. Now we have a number one wide receiver for probably
Hmm.
the first time since Odell Beckham Jr.
Yep.
And how poetic is it? Another wide receiver from LSU, and it's literally
LSU.
divided by two. It was the sixth pick, and Odell Beckham was the 12th pick. So it's like 12 divided by two.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see.
Yep.
Let's see what happens with our guy Malik Neighbors, man.
Yeah.
But what would
But
what would you
man,
what would you give a grade for this draft? What would be your grade?
mm, maybe like a B minus, solid B.
Okay, yeah, that seems to be that's it. Mine is a B as well. And when we went on that roundtable sports last night, everybody else gave it a B as well. All the other NFC's content
Hmm.
creator, like literally, it was B's across the board. It was just a solid draft. I don't think we knocked it out the park, but I think it was a really, really solid draft. Oh, we got Ghost saying Tyler Newman is a baby Ed Reed. What do you think about that?
Ooh. Ooh. Hey, if he can be anything, like if he can be like 80% of Ed Reed,
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy.
80% of Ed Reed is probably just about a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree, man.
And
Well,
oh,
mhm.
and next week is the official schedule release on Thursday.
Yes, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. I'll definitely be live as well to do another call-in to see how you
Okay.
guys feel about that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do these more often, man. Try to do these more often. So
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun to give you guys a chance to voice your opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Most definitely. But
yeah, man.
all I hope is I do not want to play Dallas week 1. I don't.
Yeah, I know, me neither, but like let's be real, it's probably gonna happen. Well,
Yeah. I
honestly, you know
mean,
what? Well, I don't know if it will happen because I think the Giants have like kind of like we're not as popular anymore. I don't think I know
yeah.
we're like the Knicks where no matter what, the New York
Hmm.
Giants name carries weight, right? And we'll
Yeah.
always find our way to primetime game. But I think people are so sick of the Giants and and you know the dysfunction of this team.
Hell,
We have
hell,
to
why can't we play like Washington first?
yeah, oh my god, what? Yo, if we get a morale boost by play I mean, well, let's see what happens because Washington is like a revamped team this year. They got
Yeah,
a
yeah,
insane roster now,
yeah,
but
yeah,
however, they still have the W on their helmets, all right? They're still Washington.
yep,
And so,
yeah.
you know what? I'll take my chances with
Or
Washington than Dallas all day.
or even better yet, how poetic would it be to face Philly week 1?
Oh, I mean, I will be so scared to be honest with you.
I know,
I
but
would be terrified to do that. I want to make sure
I
this upcoming season doesn't end up like last season where we get absolutely
yeah,
smoked
yeah,
40 something to 0. And we can't inch our way back because I really think that first game wasn't the entire reason why we sucked this year, but it was a big reason why we were not able to get on our feet for the
and
most of this.
the thing is, the first couple plays really we were really doing our thing on offense. And then Andrew Thomas's false start on like third down backed
Yep.
us up.
Yep. And then he
Which,
was playing hurt.
yeah, because he tried his hardest to get the guy Ibenogany from Auburn. I think that's who
Oh,
recovered
Igbenogany.
it.
Yeah, yeah, I think he was there. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. It's I just hope we don't get a repeat of last season. It was bad. Thank God I didn't go to that week 1 game. I was in New York at the time. Thank God I didn't go to the
Yeah.
game. I was in Buffalo Wild Wings just shaking my head. I mean, Buffalo Wild Wings by halftime was empty because it was all Giants fans in there. Giants jerseys. Everybody's ready for the next season after this crazy 2022 season. And yeah, that whole restaurant was absolutely empty by the time halftime came. And I was like, you know what? Let me get my burger to go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man, man, we were like so close to that range to where we could get a quarterback, bro.
I know, and you know what's crazy? I go back and forth on this all the time, right? With I'll never be a tanker. I'll never be a
Yeah,
tanker. As much as I when I have that hindsight and I'm like, man, I wish we could have had less wins and to be able to get a Jaden Daniels, Drake May. But you know when you're in that moment. You know when you're in that
yeah,
moment, it's the fourth
yeah,
quarter of the game's on the line, 2 minutes left to go.
yeah.
It doesn't matter the biggest tanker. Like I know the tankers on Twitter. I know who they are. And when you're listening to them during the game in these Twitter spaces, they want to win. They want to
Mhm,
win until then we win and they're like, "Damn, we shouldn't have won." That's how it is.
mhm,
That's how you get the fan comes out of you and you're like, "Listen, game's on the line. I know if we lose this game, we get a better draft pick, but screw the draft pick for today. Let me just get this win."
mhm.
You know, that was me during that Rams game. That
Yeah,
Rams game, I
yeah,
was like, man, I know how beneficial it would be if we lose this game, but I really wanted to win it. We came down to the wire.
I
We lost the
I
game.
know.
We lost the game,
And
but you
and
know,
we actually had a punt return touchdown in that game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. With
Yup.
Gunner.
I
Um,
love I love Gunner. I
yeah, I know. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about like, oh, he's not an addition. I'm like, well, he's better than anything we've had in the past since like Dwayne
yeah,
Harris. Since like, like Eric
he's better
Gray and
than
guys. Like, come on.
having the Dory out there
Yeah,
fumbling or even
yeah,
her getting hurt. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
better than Richie James.
Yep, yep. That just anybody. I mean, all Eric Gray. The list goes on. I remember when Wayne Gallman was doing it. I mean, Gary Brightwell.
I
You know,
know.
it was
I
bad.
mean,
These guys should not be returning kicks.
even at training camp, like Darius Slayton was.
Yeah, yeah, and that's crazy because the man was like a big part of our offense. Well, I don't know why they're throwing him out there. If we lose him, we really have nobody. If we lose him, we are really screwed. You know. So.
Let me ask you this:
Mhm.
Th- What do you wanna like extend Darius Slayton?
I'm going back and forth on it. I know a lot of people on Twitter are like really against it. I'm not really against it. Um, I think he would be a good
Yeah,
number two if we could get him for a good number two money. You know,
yeah,
um, even if we get him for a good number two money, he would still be the highest paid wide receiver we have on the team. You know,
probably, yeah.
because Malik Neighbors being on the rookie
Or
contract, I don't
or
think he
even
would be
or
making.
even like or even like a number three because bro, I
He might not
I
wanna be paid number 3 though. I don't think he would because
yeah
just of his, accolades and feats alone, like, he's led the Giants
yeah
even though it's only been 700 yards, but he did lead the Giants in receiving 4 out of 5 years, and the
yeah
other year was Kenny
yeah
Golladay, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah
he would throw that on the table and say, "Hey, I've been consistent,"
yeah
literally consistent. I mean, he's hit, like, 700 yards, like, every single year almost, and,
because
since
I
his rookie year.
really think that Wandell's gonna have a breakout season this year.
Oh my god, I'm excited for Wandale. And listen, and me as a fan has come a long way with Wandale because I was like, when we drafted him in the second round, I was like, are we serious? I was like, I wasn't even considering him in the second round because
yeah,
obviously he was that running back turned wide receiver, had one good year at
yeah,
wide receiver. And I'm like, I just don't know about him yet, man. He's not there as a wide receiver. Why did we take a chance on him in the second round? And
and
this is why I'm leaving. Like when Joe Shane drafts, he's got a plan. You know,
hmm
these guys like Tyrone Tracy, who's also a wide receiver turned running back, so literally opposite of
yep,
Wandale Robinson. You got Andrew Phillips, who I still don't like, but I'm trusting that they use him right. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of
yeah,
these guys that I always have question marks on, and I'm like, let me just see where this goes. The only thing I don't trust Joe Shane in doing is drafting offensive linemen because he's like over 3 right now with offensive linemen
yeah,
drafted.
yeah.
Marcus McKeithen, and we got Evan Neal, and then
Jo- Josh
Josh Zudu.
Zadudu.
Yeah, Josh Zudu. So it's like, uh, those were
Man,
all in the first year, right? That was 3 offensive linemen in 1 year. That
yeah,
was his first year,
but
and then nothing after that. Mhm.
but that's what really gets me mad when I see on Twitter that Joe Shane didn't try his best to fix the offensive line
Yeah, yeah.
because his first his first draft he drafted Evan Neal, Zadudu, meet McKeithen,
Mhm. Yeah, I mean,
So
he's tried, but he's failed
yeah,
in
yeah.
drafting them at least, in drafting them. Now, also, did he who signed Glowinski? Was it Gettleman or was it Shane?
I think it was Shane.
See, if it was Shane, that's even that's bad too.
Yeah, I
Maybe with
know.
Shane, I mean,
I
he's just
know.
they're just not an evaluator of offensive lineman talent. You know what
No,
I'm saying? This is
I'm
what
trying.
scares me about the John Runyon signing. That's what scares me about it,
Yeah,
you know?
I'm trying. I'm trying to think if Shane signed Lewinsky or not, or if
I
Gettleman.
let me see. Mark Lewinsky. I just got to see when he was when he played with the Giants, and then I don't know if
Yeah,
2022 was his only season with us in 2023, obviously. Yeah, 2022. So yeah, he's a Shane guy.
yeah,
He's a Shane guy. So that's concerning, man. It's like almost
yeah,
everybody that Shane brings in has been disappointing, no matter if they drafted him or they signed him in free agency on the offensive line.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
disappointing.
yeah.
So let's see what happens, man. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's because he doesn't trust himself. maybe
Maybe,
he said, "Let me
maybe.
not draft an offensive lineman because I don't trust my own opinion."
Yeah,
But we'll see, bro. We'll see.
yeah. But I really like that Tyrone Tracy pick because not only is he a running back turned wide receiver, he's a return specialist, bro.
Yes, yes, that he returns kicks as well, and hopefully we can get him to be the guy to do, even though I
Yeah,
think he can really contribute on offense, I really do, but
yeah, yeah.
a way to get yourself some reps on the offense is doing special teams,
Mm-hmm.
returning kicks.
Yep.
So, and with how elusive he is, I mean, this guy's like an actual pinball, man. This guy
I
bounces up
know.
like
I
he doesn't have
know.
any power, but he's so quick and so light on his feet that you push him and he's like a cat. He lands right on his feet. You know what I'm saying? So, he has good
Mm-hmm.
balance too, man. Good balance.
Yeah,
So I'm excited.
yeah.
I mean, who would be projected right now as our kick returner if it wasn't Tyrone Tracy?
I
Would it
don't know.
Isaiah McKenzie?
Yeah,
Probably McKenzie,
probably.
right? And so McKenzie's probably pissed that Tyrone Tracy pick was made because he's like, that's the only way I'm going to get on the field.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like as much as we talk about the wide receivers right now, I think we're in a spot where we don't really need to see McKenzie on the field. I mean, you got like we're trying to see how we're going to see Jalen Hyatt on the field because you got Malik Neighbors,
Mm-hmm.
you got Darius
Yep.
Slayton. Now, if you want to take reps away from your wide receiver, receiving leader for 4 out of 5 years, you could do that. Put Jalen Hyatt in, but I don't think you're going to put Jalen Hyatt in the slot. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think he works well out of the slot. And then you got Wan'Dale Robinson. So it's like, what are you gonna do with those four wide receivers that you got? I'm interested to see how they rotate them.
Mhm.
Interested to seeing that.
I kind of view like Saints probably gonna use Wandell like that Kadarius Tony type, where he's lined up in the backfield like motion and everything. I mean, Dable was probably gonna use Rondell like that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. And if you look at did you see some of the undrafted guys? I didn't make my video on it yet though, but did you
I
check out some of the undrafted?
I did the only person I recognize and know about is that wide receiver from Minnesota. That was he's pretty much like been there since Rashad Bateman.
Which one was that? Who is he?
Uh, Alden Bell.
Oh, I didn't check. I didn't check him out yet. I saw some of them. I'm not done with him yet. Like, was he an invite? He wasn't a camp. I mean, he
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
a
yeah,
just an
yeah,
invite,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He
Okay,
was a mini camp invite.
gotcha. Yeah,
And
I know about some of them. I saw the guy from Wyoming, Ayer Asante or something like that. Bro, that
yeah,
guy is like, I don't want to like get people to get like cringe over here, but like he's like a Kadarius Tony. That guy's like Kadarius Tony. Hopefully not the same person, but like, he moves like
yeah,
him. He moves like him. He's very shifty like in that respect.
yeah.
But But Mike, anything else you want to talk about before we get the next caller? We got a next caller in. So anything else?
I'm good. It's always nice talking to you, kid. Blue.
You too, man. I promise I'm gonna get better on doing these call-ins, man. And I
Hey,
know you're gonna be the first guy all the time. So
yeah. Hey, bro. I respect you. You have to work and everything.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best for you guys.
All right. All right,
All
cool,
right,
bro.
brother.
Peace.
All right, my man. Later. All right. So we got our next guest in here. If you guys want to come in, you guys don't even need to wait until the guest is done. If you guys want to come in and join the conversation, join the chat, talk to me, voice your opinion on the draft and things like that. Give me a question. Doesn't matter. You guys can hit that link, join in, and just simply wait your turn. I'll get you in as fast as I can. So, yeah. All right. So we got our next guest in here, Sebastian. What's going on, Sebastian?
Hey, Kid Blue. Thanks for inviting me to the stream. It's actually really awesome. I watch you, Entertainer, and Bad Dog Sports a lot, so I kind of comment on their things and all that. Just I like hearing Bad Dog rant and Entertainer kind of do his like, all right, Bad Dog, chill out. This is how we got to think about it. So um, I so I live in Vegas, and I kind of like got into hockey, like really into hockey, and we're my team here in Vegas is like kind of like the villain of the entire league because like there's a lot of things that we do that the league doesn't like, but the thing I'm trying to draw in is basically is like when I watch Vegas play or like the hockey team, I know it's two different sports, but like I feel like the philosophy or the idea is there is that Vegas doesn't have superstars on their team, but they have depth. And last year we won the Stanley Cup, which is the equivalent of the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when I look back at all these teams, besides let's say Kansas City, because obviously we know Patrick Mahomes is insanely good. When we build these teams, I feel like we need to stop trying to chase these superstar players. These like I don't know how I would describe them, but like the Calvin Johnsons or
Right. The flashy
uh,
guys. Yeah.
yeah, the really flashy guys to create these big splash plays when I feel like we need more consistency. And since we didn't really address the O line a whole lot during the draft, I feel like that we're not going to do as good as many people might think us to do. I mean, I don't expect us to be like amazing, and I want us to be competitive,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have confidence on the offensive line and how they'll be able to push Daniel.
Oh, we lost you, Sebastian. We lost you. I think it went on mute or something. Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. You're
Oh,
back. I think it
oh
went. I probably lost connection or something like that. But yeah.
no, no, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was just trying to say is that I'm just hoping our offensive line. I don't know if we're going to be able to make that next step to the point to allow Daniel Jones just push past that ceiling that he has, and maybe like kind of get back on that shell shock that he has right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The offensive line still to me is very concerning. Still to me is very concerning. It's hard to think that we'll be successful this year because of the condition that line is in. And I mean, I don't know how you feel about Evan Neal, but if he's still playing, I'm still gonna be like biting my nails every time Daniel Jones takes a snap. So
Watching Evan Neal play it's like a coin flip. It's like, oh my god, he looked really good that play, and then the next play is like, holy crap, he looks terrible.
yeah, I mean, if
And,
he was a potential number 1 overall pick. I mean, if you watch him in Alabama, he was good. Everybody loved him, and it's like,
yeah,
what happened? So it's crazy. It's crazy.
but I mean, I was recently watching a video with Carl Banks, and he describes like the collegiate level to the NFL level. And we all know that it's hard to just transfer from that collegiate side to the NFL side. Um, the thing that Evan Neal struggles so hard on is those stunt moves. It's like these double moves that we watch Micah Parsons pull, or even just like below average or average defensive ends pull on him, and it's like they get around him so easily. And
Yeah.
I don't know why he has so much trouble just registering that they're going to do this to him. Like I don't know. I don't know how they coach it or what they look for. I don't know if he's overthinking it, but it looks bad.
Yeah, it could be if you just watch him, like just watch only him. It does look like he's just confused. It just looks like the game is going too fast for him to process. That's just what it looks like to me. Like he has the physical ability to be a good offensive tackle. Like forget about being a great one. Just he has the
I
physical
agree.
ability to be a good offensive tackle where you don't have to worry about him. But it just seems like the game is moving too fast for him, man. That's what it seems like, and that's a problem with a lot of players, no matter what position it is. Sometimes they can never catch up. They can never adapt.
Yeah, and that is something I definitely noticed from Evan Neal, and I don't know if he can push past that barrier. I don't know if that's something you can coach. It's the
Right.
same thing that Bad Dog has also expressed, and I believe you've expressed in your videos about Daniel Jones about him processing the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I, there's always that weird inkling in the back of my mind. Like every time he starts playing a game, I'm like, this is his game. Like this is the game where he's just gonna really throw it, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, he's actually a good quarterback, and then he just doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, you talking about Daniel Jones in particular?
Yeah, Daniel Jones in
Yeah,
particular.
there were some times where like if you remember the Saints game, I think it was 2021. I think it's 2021 or
Yeah.
2020, something like that. The Saints game. I mean, I was like, yo, Daniel Jones is the guy. I mean, he threw for 400 yards. Kenny Galladay,
Oh
he made
yeah.
him get 116 yards or something like that. And we went to overtime and won the game. I was like, damn, like, okay, Daniel, like, yeah, I guess he could be the franchise guy. And there was a couple other games, obviously the one that Joe Shane always mentions, the Minnesota game in the playoffs. And there's been a couple of games, the Indianapolis game too, where he just looked really good. And then there are games like anytime, like I think it was in 2020 or 2021 where he played Tampa. That game was terrible.
Yeah. Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, where he just threw that game where I think I was at that one game. I was at that game when he threw an interception straight to the defensive lineman, like straight to him. Yeah, he has those moments, man. He has those moments, and it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. That's why everybody's so like on and off about him. It's just like he has his good moments, he has his bad moments. He doesn't completely suck, but it's like he can't be consistent either.
No, and I totally agree with you on that. I mean, I don't know if you get this like, or if you've ever noticed, but when he is comfortable, right? When he is like you can tell he's in a flow state in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Say in like Arizona, I don't know what happened after that second period or after halftime, but he just came out and just bawling out. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
But then he stopped. And it was
Yes.
like, why? What? This is the same offensive line. Like, there's no difference now. Why are you struggling now?
It's crazy because he was the first, if I can remember this correctly, he was the first quarterback in NFL history in one half to have 250 passing yards, 50 rushing yards, a rushing touchdown, and a passing touchdown, and something else as well, I think. But like the first quarterback to ever do that in history in one half. Like he literally made history against Arizona, and then the rest of the season that's it. That's all he had left. So
he also set a record in the playoffs against Minnesota. So I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, are you good or are you bad, my guy? Like, let's figure it out.
It's crazy because like records are there because no other players have done it, and so he has done stuff that no other players have done, and in a positive sense, and he can't find a way to stay consistent with it, man. It's sad. It's sad.
That's true. So that's why I'm hoping that with the drafting of Malik Neighbors,
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bring him some confidence back. That you realize that hey, we worked on the offensive line, might be a little bit more comfortable now. I mean, it really all depends on how he takes his game and how he elevates it. If not, Drew Lock's going to be taking his spot, and we'll probably be looking for another quarterback.
Oh my God, if that happens. I mean, I was throwing it around on Twitter as a meme. I'm like, yo, yeah, Drew Lock QB1. But then there's people that really believe it. I'm like, oh my God, I don't. I
Did I
hope
lose
this
you?
doesn't happen. I hope this doesn't happen. Oh man, I don't. I don't know, man. If Drew Lock winds up starting, just wrap it up for the season, man.
You
uh,
know what? You know what's a crazy statistic to me?
what is it?
If you compare Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones' stats, they're very similar. But no one gets on Trevor Lawrence about anything.
Mm.
And I am
Yeah.
by all means, I am ready for a new quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Like I wanted Drake May. I wanted to start over on all that. But I don't think people realize how much we messed up his starting career.
I completely agree with that as well. I completely agree with that as well. When it comes to Daniel Jones, I'm looking up Trevor Lawrence stats right now. I mean, kind of similar, but Trevor Lawrence has gotten 4,000 yards in 2 seasons already. So I don't know. I don't know. But as far as Daniel Jones are ruining, yeah, I completely agree. I know when John Mara said it, everybody clowned him for it. Like, oh, they ruined it. Like, they were clowning him for saying that they ruined his career, and that they definitely did. They definitely ruined the start. If we're getting some crazy background noise from you right now.
Oh, I am so sorry.
You good, you good, you good. But what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, they didn't help him with the offensive line. He didn't have a lot of weapons. So yeah, that's gonna stunt somebody's career. But at the same time, if he is the quarterback that everybody says he is, he's got to go out there and perform. You know what I'm saying? He's got to go out there and perform. So I get it. I get both sides of it. And it's not even him. It's not even him. I just want them to move on, reset the quarterback clock, and do what's best for the franchise and not really what's best for Daniel Jones. Like, I don't know why the front office, even the coaching staff, and a lot of the fan base is like catering to Daniel Jones as if he's the franchise more than the actual franchise is. So as much as we love or hate Daniel Jones, the writing's on the wall. I mean, we're going into his now what is this? His seventh season? And like we're still waiting for him to be the $160 million quarterback on a consistent basis. Everybody brings up the Minnesota game. I get it. That's nice. That's cute. And the Saints game from years ago, but I want to see that almost every week. Doesn't have to be every week, but about every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect him to go out there all the time and throw like 400 yards every game, or just blow our minds with his plays. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he has that ability. He has the physical tool set to be a pretty good quarterback. I don't think he
yeah.
can be elite, but I mean, maybe he can be. I mean, it's something like what I've heard from other people too, is that if you were to put Daniel Jones on like the Eagles or on San Francisco, I'm pretty sure he'd probably either perform better or perform about the same as they are.
Probably, but it sucks because where the state of the Giants are right now, as far as offensively go, like especially offensively, we just need something better. We just need something better. It's like not even. I think it's more beneficial if Daniel Jones were to leave and go to another team in a better situation so he can
Oh
thrive. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So it's like it's best for both parties. Like we need somebody who is absolutely going to take over. And there are quarterbacks out there that can do it. I know they're harder to find, but there are quarterbacks out there that can do it. We just gotta find them, and it's probably best that we just let go of Daniel Jones. He could find a team that's already in a better situation than we are. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, I agree too. But we also don't want to do that to our new quarterback and just throw him into a bad situation, which I think Joe Shane was trying to avoid this draft, which is why he wasn't trying to give away our sixth pick this draft too, because he wanted to have the second or the third round, or not the third round, the third pick and the sixth pick, because I thought what he was planning on doing was getting Drake May and then getting a top receiver for Drake May.
Yeah.
But since obviously the Patriots their needs were so much higher than ours at this point that they weren't going to budge on that.
Yeah, I don't think they were gonna budge either way. I mean, like I said, I don't even think even if they did want to trade, we weren't getting it. Minnesota was for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
Well, actually, I'm curious about this.
mhm.
What did you think about the Falcons pick?
The Michael Penix pick,
Yeah,
I still think I still think I still think it's not a great move. I still think it's not a great move. I know
I
you
think
want
it's a
you
terrible.
want there's a difference. There's a difference when you're trying to look out for your future and and then trying, having a small window to win now. Like if if we got to think about it, if the Jets right now, the Jets have a way better roster right now than the Falcons. You know what I mean? So if they drafted a quarterback, I think everybody would be losing their minds. They're like, "Yo, you got a small window to win something now. You got a veteran quarterback you're paying a lot of money to that doesn't have a lot of time left. That's there literally to win a Super Bowl, and you draft a quarterback." That's kind of how I think of it with the Atlanta Falcons. They need weapons. They got a guy like Kirk Cousins to take them to possibly win a chip. We know that Kirk Cousins has not made it far in the playoffs before. He needs all the help he could possibly get. You need weapons around there, and you need to help build up that defense too to help get it back to being as consistent as it was. I think it was good last year, but they need weapons
Yeah,
everywhere, man. It's just weird how they go out and get a quarterback when they are one of the teams that are looking to win now. They paid Kirk Cousins a lot of money. It's just weird. It's just weird. And then if you're just looking at it for Michael Penix in particular, he's 24 years old. If you
yeah,
got
he's old.
if Kirk Cousins actually lives through his contract and he does what you want him to do, I mean, Michael Penix is not going to see the field until he's 26. You know, like if you were going to do that, if you were going to take a quarterback at 8, why not take JJ McCarthy?
I
You
I
know
have no idea. They
that
they well, didn't Minnesota pick up JJ McCarthy before the Falcons did?
no, Minnesota took him at 10.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I don't quite understand it. I don't. Here's the thing. I love Michael Penix. I'm a big Michael Penix guy. However, even with hindsight, I wouldn't have taken Michael Penix at 6, even though I know he would have went out at 8. If we would have done the draft again, I would have took Malik Neighbors still. Like I'll double down on that all
Oh yeah,
day. There's
for
just too
sure.
much. I love Michael Penix. Just too much of a risk that if he winds up not having the career, if he winds up continuing to get hurt and not playing up to, not being able to get on the field and being of the age that he is, I'm going to look even more dumber because those worries were there already. I get there's risk with every draft pick. I get it. But when you have a player like a Malik Neighbors who doesn't have that much of an injury history, it isn't like necessarily older or whatever the case is, like he's a lot more of a safer pick. If something happens that's unfortunate, that's unfortunate. We didn't see it coming. But if you have a guy
Yeah,
like Michael Penix that already has those injury concerns and it continues on into his NFL career, everybody's going to be looking at you. Well, I mean, did you look into his history? Did you look into his injury history? He tore his
yeah,
ACL twice. You're surprised that he tore his ACL again? You're surprised he can't get on the field? That's what you have to think about when you have a premium pick like the 8th overall pick. I know it's not as sexy as the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st overall pick, but the 8th overall pick is still very valuable. You
yes,
know,
it is very valuable. I think
so,
wasn't Brock Bowers still available during that time? I think there was even like the top defensive end that was available at the time too, that which they need, and they decided to pass up on.
yeah,
They
yeah.
they have no.
Yeah, I would have loved for them to get more talent around Kirk Cousins and help him because listen, they had a lot of talent in Minnesota and he still couldn't get to the Super Bowl. So I don't know what the Falcons are trying to do.
Kirk, Kirk, Kirk Cousins has a disease called I can't clutch it, and that's how I feel like he has.
Yeah,
He when the moment calls for him, he can't do it. And there's certain quarterbacks like Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, like a lot of these top quarterbacks that you see in the league. They can be terrible all game, but if they're close and if it comes down to it, they will clutch it up. and
Yeah.
that's something that Kirk Cousins doesn't have. He doesn't have that clutch gene that a lot of quarterbacks or a lot of these elite quarterbacks have. So I was surprised that he paid him that much money just to draft another quarterback.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
get it,
surprised
trying
too.
to do the whole Jordan Love thing.
Yeah, like I said, I don't that Jordan that whole Packers thing is so I don't know why that GM said that. I don't know. Listen, the only reason why they got Aaron Rodgers in that draft, keep in mind everybody was surprised they took a quarterback. Everybody was surprised they took Aaron Rodgers. But if you look into it, the only reason why they took Aaron Rodgers because Brett Favre was threatening to retire almost every year. Okay? They took Aaron Rodgers because they were scared they were going to lose Brett Favre. Okay. And then Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers was threatening that he was going to leave almost every year. So they took Jordan Love. So it wasn't a method in Green Bay. It's not a method. It's not something they planned to do. It's because both quarterbacks had attitude issues and just and was threatening the organization to retire every year or leave the team that they had to go ahead and get a quarterback. But they lucked out and they got good quarterbacks. Like Jordan Love, I think is going to carry the mantle for them. You know, so they lucked out, but I don't know why we're calling it a method. Like I don't get it. Like I said, if you look into it, like both those quarterbacks were threatening to get out of there, and Green Bay was like, all right, you want to threaten to leave? We're just gonna draft your replacement and see what we'll just move on. So that's what they did. It wasn't like a 300 IQ move where, oh man, we got our potential Hall of Fame quarterback. He's about to retire. Let's go 2 or 3 years earlier and let's just draft another quarterback. Let that be our plan. I'm pretty sure they were not thinking about that. I'm pretty sure that's not how it went down.
They would have been so much safer if they went like, okay, in the 6th round or in the even the late 7th round, if they're like, all right, let's get Joe Milton or Spencer Rattler and have them train under Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Right? Like even then, I feel like that's like somewhat understandable. But I don't think people realize there's not a whole lot of like successes from people sitting behind a quarterback. Like I honestly, only person I can think of is Patrick Mahomes sitting behind Alex Smith.
And you had Aaron Rodgers that we mentioned, but yeah, you know what it is? It's every team's plan, but it never goes according to plan. You look at almost every single team that Tyrod Taylor's been with, he's usually the starter, and then then the other guy has to start because he gets hurt. That unfortunate situation, that lung situation with the Chargers was just insane. But then that's the reason why Justin Herbert stepped onto the field. And then same thing with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was the number 1 overall pick and still did not see the field day one. It was Tyrod Taylor. And then Baker Mayfield stepped in. I think they were like 0-2 and they were about to be 0-3. And then Baker Mayfield came in, I think won the game and was setting records for rookie quarterback. So, but yeah, I think it's every team's plan to sit their quarterbacks, but it just never goes according to plan because either a quarterback doesn't play as well as he should and they have a good replacement there, or the guy gets hurt.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, so I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put Michael Penix above J.J. McCarthy?
Yes. As far as a player, yes. As far as a player, yes. Absolutely.
Okay. So do you think J.J. McCarthy has more potential?
Potential is hard because, like I said, I really take into account the injuries and age because Penix is 24. He's going to be 24 next month, and J.J. McCarthy is 21, so he has a lot more space to develop. So as far as in a 10-year period, I don't know. It could be J.J. McCarthy. He has the tools. I haven't seen it all come together yet, so it's hard to project. I think Michael Penix is a little bit more of a finished product, but I just like Michael Penix more. Like, I think he has a great arm. I think
Oh,
he goes through his progressions very well. There is this whole thing about him not reading the middle of the field, but I think that was just a scheme thing. Like if you look at Jaden Daniels, he really didn't read the field. Like you have Malik Neighbors like
no.
yelling and screaming for the ball in the middle of the field. Even last year, everybody talks about 2 years ago. Even last year, if you look at Malik Neighbors' film, he could have had a lot more yardage if Jaden Daniels would have seen him. But no one ever noticed because Jaden Daniels ran for 80 yards on the play. You know what I mean? So he makes
Yeah,
up for it.
he's
But Penix
literally
can't
their
do that.
new RG3.
Yeah, but Penix can't do that. He can't run like that. So he, I don't have a problem. I think when the middle field is there, he hits it. It's just that there are not a lot of routes that go to the middle of the field that Penix could hit. They run a lot of a lot of wheel routes, a lot of fades, a lot of goes, comebacks, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
but if go ahead and get your last thoughts out before we move to the next caller. He's been waiting a while. So
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I was just gonna say that I do want a new quarterback,
Mhm.
and I don't want us. If I really hope for the Giants' progression this year. If we win 10 or 11 games next year, I'm going to be happy. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yes, well, why did we win when I wanted a new quarterback? I want us to win. I just want us to be competitive. I'm tired of us being this laughing stock of the league, and I just, obviously, I just want us to be successful.
Mhm.
So whoever it is that's in that backfield or anything like that, I believe in Joe Shane and Brian Daboll. I think they're going to really take us far, but we as a fandom and as a collective group, we have to just be patient. And I know that we're so used to being such a high standard of an organization that we usually be in the playoffs or competitive at least, and we've been at it for so long, and I get everyone's frustrations, but I feel like these things take time, and if we don't take time with these things, we're just going to be like Cleveland or Tampa Bay or any of these other organizations that struggle because they just get new quarterbacks and throw them into the wolves.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I agree they shouldn't rush a lot of processes, but yeah, as far as Daniel Jones goes, I'm ready to see him go. And I'm with you. Like I don't want to just draft any quarterback, and just throw him out there. But yeah, we'll see, man. Well
Exactly.
said. All right, brother.
All right.
Thanks for coming on, Sebastian. Appreciate you. Oh, oh, he just left. But hey, Sebastian, if you're still here, man, thanks for coming on. Thanks for popping on, man. All right. Before we get our next guest in here, guys, if you guys want to join in, talk some ball. The more people we get in, the more I'll try to get you guys included. The reason why I'm getting my guests in for a long time. I'm waiting for other people to come in and join in the chat. But if you want to talk some ball, man, you don't need to put your camera on. You don't need to, talk. You don't even need to be here for a while, man. You could just go out, come on here, give your thoughts and bounce. It's all up to you, man. I just wanted to know where you guys stand with this draft, talk Giants ball, talk ball in general. But yeah, join in. All right, so our next guest is a guest that's been here for a while when I used to do these call-in streams before. Bobby, what's going on, Bobby?
Hey, how you doing, Kid Blue? I missed you so much. You're so good, kid. You look older than before. You got older.
I appreciate. I get that a lot. I think
know.
it's the
Yeah,
facial
when I
hair
talked
coming in.
to you and Hub, you were so young. How is Hub? Do you talk to Hub at all?
Yeah. He actually was live with us in the day one of the draft. He came on the stream, was able to have some time. Yeah, but he's living life right now. He's in college. I believe he's still in
He's
college,
still in
and
college, yeah. But
I believe so. I could be wrong about that, but he's working hard. He has a job as well, so he's working hard. The man is
so he doesn't have
living
his
life.
own channel anymore?
Huh?
He doesn't have his own channel anymore?
He does. He still has his channel. He
Oh,
just
okay, good.
hasn't been active on it. But yeah, he's still
Yeah,
around,
well,
especially
you
on Twitter.
said he's busy, college and work.
Yeah. But he's still on Twitter. If you try to get
Are
at him,
you still in Florida?
yeah, still in Florida. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you don't miss New York?
No, not at all.
Why
Not at
not?
all. Not at all.
I miss New York.
I don't like it up there. I am a city boy. I am a northern guy. I love the
Yeah,
weather up north. I
yeah.
love the snow. A lot of people hate the snow. I love the snow.
Oh, I
Um,
hate snow.
but I don't like living up there. The
I
air's
like
a lot
living in
cleaner.
Vermont.
People a lot nicer.
All
Huh?
right, what part of Florida you in now?
Central Florida, so I'm near the Orlando area. I'm
Oh,
I'm
you
like I'm
lucky
like dead
dog.
smack in the middle of Florida. So like between Tampa and Orlando, I'm near everywhere. So
So are you next to Disney World?
yeah, I'm like an hour or so,
Oh,
maybe
you
maybe
lucky.
maybe closer with barring traffic.
You lucky dog. You still do UPS?
USPS, yep, still there.
You're still there? Oh
Yes,
my
sir,
God,
still
you are a
there.
very faithful young guy.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
try.
let's get down to the Giants.
Let's go. Let's
Like
go. Talk to me.
Sebastian, I disagree. They're not going to get 10 wins right off the bat. They are not. Uh,
How much we
this
getting?
year, uh, oh my God, I even don't want to look. Because you know what got me so pissed before the draft?
What's that?
Take a guess what got me so pissed before the draft.
What's that?
Come on. The
What?
easiest
Not
thing.
getting a quarterback?
No, they
Oh,
got rid of somebody.
Saquon.
Yes. And guess where he went to?
Oh yeah, Philly.
Oh my God. They're going to run all over our defense. I'm telling you right now. I think he's going to get 200 yards every
Oh man.
game.
Hopefully
I'm
not.
telling you. Come on. Every time the Eagles running backs, they score like
That's
150 yards, don't they?
that's true. That is true.
Come on. You got
Yeah.
Scott. You had, who else did they always have? Gainwell, right?
Game well they had Miles Sanders. Yep.
Oh, Miles Sanders. Yeah.
Dane
Yeah,
Sproles always did a number on us too. When Darren Sproles was there, he was always doing a
yeah,
number on
they
us.
I'm
Yep.
telling you, they get like one time one guy had 4 touchdowns in one game against us. I know my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And do you think that was a big when they got Drew Luck? Is he a good backup quarterback?
A good backup, yeah. A good backup,
You
yeah.
sure?
I think it's a little delusional when people say that he's better than Daniel Jones. Like, I'm very critical about Daniel Jones. I don't think he's better than Daniel Jones.
But couldn't they get a better quarterback than Drew Luck, you think?
As a backup, I'm not sure. I think he's one of the more better backups out there. I mean, he came in versus Philadelphia last year and beat him. You know,
Yeah.
so
When he played
and
Seattle, right? You mean?
yeah, he just hasn't had a lot of playing time.
Yeah, because of Wilson.
Yeah, yeah.
Wilson.
And then he was in Denver, but every time he stepped on the field in Denver, he was just not good. So,
Yeah.
like there was always a better option there in Denver that he was just always the guy on the bench. But
Right.
I'm not sure if there would be any better options right now like that was in the market,
Yeah.
maybe if they try to get Tyrod Taylor back, but he would probably demand a higher contract
No, he's
because
on the Jets.
yeah, I know I'm talking about during free agency because he was a
Oh, I
free
don't
agent.
think they're gonna get to
Yeah.
him. I think he's staying with the Jets.
No, I'm saying before he signed with the Jets when he was a free agent.
Yeah, I know.
They could have
You
re-signed
know
him,
who
but he
I
probably would have
really
wanted a
wanted
lot more.
on our team? Remember when the Jets got Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah.
Remember when he went to, what team did he go to? He was right in the backyard. I wanted him, but he went to another team.
Mm.
Oh, what team did he go to?
Teddy Bridgewater after he went to the Jets?
Yeah, he went to
I
another team.
believe he went to Denver. I believe it was Denver.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got him. I said, come on, he's right in your backyard. Go get him for a backup. Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
frustrated.
a lot of people wanted Teddy Bridgewater. I
Yeah.
think I can't remember where I was like what I was thinking during that time, but I wouldn't have minded Teddy Bridgewater come in and compete. I wouldn't have minded at all. I've always liked him. I've always liked
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater. Mm-hmm.
I like my what neighbors who we picked up as a wide receiver though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Finally getting a number one wide receiver in here. Let's see what he does. I have
Okay,
no issues with him at all.
yeah, no, me. I think he's gonna help. Hopefully, we keep what's his name up on his feet this year. Daniel Jones. Did
Hmm.
we get any offensive linemen in free agency this year?
Yeah, and got John Runyon, the former guard
Yes,
from Green Bay.
Junior.
Yeah, Junior, John Runyon Jr. Can't
Guess
forget
who
that.
gave his daddy a hard time all the time? Who gave his father a hard time every game?
Yeah.
Who was on our team who gave him a hard time?
Who was it?
Come on, think of the Giants defense.
Who was it? Tell me.
Michael Strahan.
Oh, Michael Strahan.
You're too young for that?
Oh yeah, I'm too young. I mean, I remember Michael Strahan when I was a kid, but not any
Oh,
like
okay,
John,
maybe you were
not any John Runyon Michael Strahan beef. But yeah,
remember, I'm old man. I'm almost 56, Kid Blue, and my
yeah.
daughter's almost 18, gonna be 18 in July. How old are you now? Like 22?
Right now I'm 26. I'm getting older. I'm
26?
getting
No
older. Yeah,
way! I didn't think
yeah.
you were that old.
I know. I look young. I look young, especially when I had no facial
17.
hair like 2 years ago. It just started coming in.
I know,
I'm
that's
a
why
late
you look
bloomer.
like a kid. Now you look like an older man.
Yeah,
But I remember you, for a long I haven't talked to you guys in a long time.
yeah. I
I
have
hope
it's
you
first
get
time
back
doing these.
together again for the football games. Are you gonna do that?
Hopefully, let's see if the Giants are good. I didn't do it last year because we just sucked, so I didn't want to waste the
Oh, I
money.
know. Bad dog
So,
and Chris the Entertainer go through that all the
yeah,
time.
the 2 times that I went up there to go
Yeah,
watch Giants games, we've lost. So, one was the Jets game. Oh, actually, I
yeah.
went 3 times. I went 3 times. Once was the Jets game in 2019 where
Oh my
we all
yeah.
came together. That was fun. That we
Oh, when you met,
Chris,
what's
Bad
that
Dog,
guy, the tall guy? What's
yeah,
that tall guy you met?
WDG, WD or DWG, something like that. That was Bad Dog's
Yeah,
friend.
how was
Yeah, yeah,
he?
yeah.
He was good?
He's like 6'8" or something like that. We took a
I
picture
know,
next
and
to him.
you're the little guy next to
Yeah,
Spencer?
yeah. So yeah, we went in that Jets game. We lost that game.
Yeah,
That was when literally who who's the guy? The
yeah.
safety from the Jets at the time. He went to why am I blanking on his name right now? The safety
No,
from the
don't
Jets that
worry.
went to the Seahawks. I can't remember. You guys can put it in the chat. Why am I blanking on his name right now? But he like literally took the ball away from Daniel Jones and and ran the other way. Um,
Adams.
yeah, Jamal Adams. I don't know why
Oh,
I blanked
don't
on
worry
him.
about it. I got
Yeah.
brain farts all the
Uh,
time. Look how old I
Jamal
am.
Yeah, Jamal Adams, and
Yeah,
then we went to the Chicago game a couple of years ago. I know in 2022 we went to the Chicago
yeah,
game. Me, Kush, and a couple of other people too. We went to the Giant Talking Giants tailgate and everything.
yeah.
And we went with Ash too. We were sitting with Ash, Ashton Griffin, if you know who he is. But
I think I heard of him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But we all went to that. That was a fun game. That was a fun
Did
game.
you
We
guys
won that
win?
game. Yeah, we
Oh,
won
good.
that game. And then
Justin Fields played, right?
yeah, Fields was playing. Fields was
Yeah,
playing.
I saw that game. We won that game.
Yeah, yeah. We like barely passed the ball that game, but we ran a lot. Daniel Jones ran. I think Daniel Jones had 2 rushing touchdowns that game.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
talk about running Daniel Jones. Remember when he ran all the way almost to
and,
touchdown and fell
and
down?
fell. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
that
that.
was against the Eagles. Yep.
Yeah, and then we went in 2020 to the Washington game last week of the season. I think it was 2020 or was it the year
And then
after?
we lost, right?
It was the double QB Neal game. It was a QB Neal game where we were like literally
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I went to I was in like the front row. I literally watched Jake Fromm just QB Neal. So that was
You,
fun to watch. So he had like 10 passing yards by halftime. It was crazy. It was
you
crazy.
remember last year the Jets and the Giant game?
Yeah,
When we
yeah,
lost? Oh, that was a
yeah. We haven't beat the Jets in 12 years. How about that?
I know. I don't know what they're doing, the
So
Giants. I
yeah,
don't know.
Mike Nixon with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Mike Nixon. He
Oh,
says
I miss him so
before
much.
yeah, he shouted. He said, "What's up to you?" in the chat. He's
Yeah, I see
before
that.
Sanders, it was McCoy. Before him, it was Westbrook. Before him, it was Deuce Staley. We get it, Bobby. Eagles, RBs, kill us, Bobby. You're the man, buddy.
Yeah, see McCoy. I remember those
Yeah,
running backs too.
yeah,
Remember?
that was
I'm
longer
telling
ago.
you
But yeah,
that I tell you,
always.
Barkley's gonna run all of our defense. They
Yep,
better get a better defense this year, or else
yep.
we're gonna be killed on our running defense. Yeah. Hey, can I tell you something? Do you ever listen to the fan?
On the radio, no, not really. I never have time.
Okay, because I go to this other channel, Jake Asman show, right?
Hmm.
And he is a Jet fan. Okay,
Mm.
so this guy on the show, his name is Lane the Train, right? So they talk, we'd all talk about the draft, and then Lane says, "I want Knoble from college, right? College, right? So there's no real guy named Knoble. So I called WF and Kurt McPherson was on, and I asked him, Keaton McPherson, and I asked him, "Do you know about Knoble from college?" He said, "What college?" "Oh, well, just college." And then they said he plays both the ways, and We got him good. We got him good.
Oh, you had him researching a random player that didn't
Yeah,
exist.
he was typing. I did it twice, and then this other guy, Johnny Quest, called after me, and then he says, "Oh, Bobby called in last time and said Knoble." Oh my God, we got him going. Then today you got to see what Gator did. Gator's a good, he does a lot of funny stuff in the background. He does me. So Gator had Knoble die today on camera. He had the picture Knoble and this girl in the
Oh
car,
god.
and he crashed and died. So that's
Oh my god.
but see, they get drafted in the thing. Yeah. So that's good. I go there. I like talking. I hate typing. Remember, I always hated typing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like to talk.
You like
Does anybody else in the background?
not right now. Not right now.
Oh, good. I get to talk more, or you want to get rid of me?
It's up to you. Whatever you want to
Oh,
talk
I
about.
want to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in, I don't know, 2 years.
Yeah, it's
And
been a while since I did the call-in streams.
when I get off, I'm gonna subscribe to you. I'm gonna,
Gotcha.
no,
You're not
join you.
subscribed, Bobby?
I haven't seen you in like 2 years. I
But
forgot
you
to.
unsubscribed?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna subscribe now after I finish talking to you.
Oh, you talking about membership or subscribe? What are you talking about?
Yeah, remember? Oh, I
Oh.
subscribed to you, but I meant join.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm about to say
that's
you
what
unsubscribed.
No, I subscribed and I put the thumbs up, but I
I
forget.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I'm getting old. See, 6 gonna be. Yeah. So, what do you think? Who you think we're gonna beat this year? What do you have for this record?
For the record, I haven't done any sort of like record because I'm still waiting for the schedule to come out. It's coming out next
Yeah.
week. I don't know. I'm leaning towards another bad season, man.
Yeah,
Another
me
bad
too.
season. The strength of schedule looks bad. I mean, optimistically, we're looking at optimistically 7 or 8 wins. I
Yeah, I
don't
can
see
see
anything
that
else. I don't
happening.
see
I
anything
agree.
higher than that. Yeah. I mean, I love Neighbors. I think he's gonna be a great. He's gonna be a highlight reel
Yeah,
for
but
us.
you
But
can't blame him if Daniel Jones can't get the ball.
exactly. Like if you remember when Odell Beckham was here, Odell Beckham was a
Mhm.
highlight reel. He was absolute cinema to watch, but he
Yeah.
didn't affect the wins and losses too much.
And do you see where he ended up today?
Yeah, Miami. He just signed
Yeah,
today to
yeah. I
Miami.
just saw that at Facebook. I said, "Holy cow, he went there." Are you a Yankee fan or a Mets fan?
I mean, due to my family, I'm a Yankee fan, but I don't watch a lot of baseball. I don't watch any
Okay, what
baseball.
about basketball? What you
Yeah,
like?
I'm a casual basketball guy. I'll watch here and there. I'm definitely watching
Yeah.
in the playoffs though. So
I'm
I'm
just
excited.
so happy we beat the smelly 76ers. Get rid of Embiid. He looks like Frankenstein. He looks like Death Warmed Over. He looks like zombie man. I don't like him. I don't like Maxi Pad. I don't like him.
Maxi Pad.
I call him Maxi Pad. I think we're gonna beat the Pacers in 5. I said 6
Pacers
for
in 5?
yeah, I said 6 for the 76ers.
Okay.
And I
All right.
was right, 6, yep. And now
So
they go
hopefully you're Nostradamus of the Knicks playoffs, man. How far you think the
Yeah,
Knicks are
well,
going?
the last time the Knicks won a championship,
In the
I was
70s, I
5
think.
years old. I was
Yeah.
5 years old.
Yeah, been a long time, man. Been a long
Yeah, I
time.
was 5 years old. 1973. I was born 68. So that was a long time ago. Yeah. So what about hockey? You like hockey?
No, I'm a football junkie. Football
Okay,
junkie.
that's fine.
Yep,
That's
yep,
fine.
yep.
I just thought, what part of New York were you from again?
I'm part of different parts, but the Bronx. I lived in Queens
Oh,
for a
I
little
was
bit too.
born in the Bronx. I lived on
Oh, yeah?
233rd Street. Where do you live?
I used to live everywhere, like north, south. I used to live in Morris Park in the north, and then
Yeah.
places like Prospect in the south.
Oh, okay. You ever lived in Queens?
Yeah, I lived in Astoria in Queens.
No way. I lived
Yep.
in Glen Oaks. You know where Glen Oaks was?
It's been a long time since I've been in Queens, but yeah,
Wilnet Parkway, exit 24. I lived. Wow, you
Okay.
lived in Queens and the Bronx like me.
Yep, and then I spent
And
a
you
lot of
know
time
what I
everywhere.
miss up here in Vermont? Mr. Softy. Remember Mr. Softy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I used
Oh
to be outside
my
all the
God.
time.
We don't get up here nothing. Nothing in smelly Vermont.
You don't see anything. Even down here, you just don't see any ice cream trucks anymore. Even though it's
I
hot over
know.
here, you would think there will be a bunch of ice cream trucks. I see them once every couple of
Like,
months.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know, right? It's
yeah,
Softy every day. Oh my
yeah. It
God.
used to be
We
every
had the
day.
best guy. Gus was the best man.
Yeah.
I like Gus. That was the ice cream man. Then the pizza. You miss New York pizza?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the pizza is not the same down here at
No,
all.
not up
There's a
here.
lot of New
Well,
York pizza spots, but it doesn't taste
yeah.
like New York pizza. Yeah.
Well, up here there's only one, but it's not like really.
Right, right. Something about New York, man. Something about New
I
York.
know. Bagels.
Yeah.
Like
Chinese
bagels.
food. Chinese food. Yeah.
Yes,
I
Chinese
mean,
food.
you come down here, there's some good spots, but like I'm telling you, I went back up to New York a couple of months ago and I went back to the old Chinese spots and yeah, they're still just as good as ever. You
Do
know?
you like Italian food?
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever go to in Queens? Do you ever go to a restaurant called Aunt Bella's?
No.
That was so good. Junior high school 67. If you go past there, you know junior high school 67.
Nope.
You went past there, that's where it was. Oh
Mm.
my God. I think it's closed now. Man. It was a long time ago. And what about, let's see. What kind of hot dogs do you like?
What kind of hot dogs? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's different hot dogs.
You
It's
like
just hot dogs.
Sabret hot dogs?
Which ones?
Sabret hot dogs? Like on TV, you see those blue and yellow carts in New York.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I
Okay.
really don't have a specific type, but yeah.
Yeah, I love that too. So it's been ages since we talked.
Yeah, yeah.
When did you talk to my pal, the hub? And
I
it's
talk to him
next time.
on and off, especially on Twitter. I talk to him on and
Yeah,
off.
tell
I
him I
text him
said
every once in a
hi.
while. I will. I
I
will.
gotta get on. What's his on Twitter?
I think it's just the hub. The
And
hub.
your kid Blue, right on the back 27.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's the same thing on Twitter for my username. His, I have to double check what his is. I think it's just the hub.
Okay, I'll look that up. How you
Yeah.
get running back 27? What did you do that for?
I had that since the beginning. That's just my favorite position what I played at in high school, and then my number in high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you know there was a running back for the Giants that had that number.
There's a
Um,
couple of them, yeah, there's a couple of them.
Who was
I'm nothing like Brandon Jacobs, but I mean
Oh yeah, him and Ronnie Hampton.
yeah, Ronnie Hampton, yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. That was way before my time, but yeah.
I think the Jets are gonna have a good year this year. I'm telling you that much right now. Do you
If Aaron
agree?
Rodgers stays healthy, yeah.
Yes, and then they got Michael Williams. Then they got that guy Shirley from Western Kentucky. That guy's good.
Oh,
They,
Malachi Corley.
yep. Then they
Mhm.
got that running back. That's awesome.
They got 2, I believe, in this draft. They
Well,
got
I don't know
Braylon
about the
Allen
other
and
guy,
another one,
Davis.
Isaiah Davis.
Allen's pretty damn good. You gotta see
Yeah.
Allen.
Mhm.
Anybody in the background?
No, but I am ending it soon, so you
Yeah,
just
you
put
must
your
be tired. You must have worked.
yeah. So gotta put your final thoughts in, Bobby. Final thoughts.
Yeah, well, it's always nice to talk to you.
Yes,
That's,
sir.
I mean, are you on every Friday night now?
I just kind of I was home and I was just
Yeah,
like, let me do one of these because I haven't done them in a while and just
yeah,
talk to the subs. But I'm gonna go live next week. I don't know if it's exactly gonna be on Friday, but the schedule
right.
release. So I'll be
Yeah,
live.
oh,
I'll be
that's
live going through the
Thursday
schedule.
night.
Oh, it's Thursday night. So then I'll be
Yeah,
live Friday night because on Thursday I don't know if I'm
yeah.
doing my stream with Roundtable Sports, but
Oh, will you do out there with sports shoes on that?
a couple of other content creators. The link is in the description of this stream. So whenever you
Oh,
get a
wait a
chance,
minute.
if
Let
you
me
want to check
look
it
at
out,
that.
yeah,
Oh, I want to see who's on there. You
yeah.
know any guys' names?
Oh yeah, the Washington creator is Rio Robinson. The Dallas creator is Jay Tuck, and the
Yeah.
Eagles creator is Philly Mike.
The
Those are the guys. Those are the guys that we we
Oh, the
follow with.
Eagles.
Yeah, we would do all NFC East.
Oh, I know.
So I'm the Giants guy.
Who's the girl you said?
No, there's no girl.
What's the other one that you mentioned?
J Tuck and Rio Robinson.
Oh, I thought it was a guy. Okay, where is this called again? Looking
Roundtable
at your
Sports.
thing. I'm looking at your thing, but I don't see it.
It's in the description of this stream.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Oh, I see now. I see. Gotcha. I
Yeah,
see.
Roundtable.
Okay, I got it. And then when do you guys go on?
We go on every Thursday. I'm still trying to see if we're doing it next Thursday because I think they said they wanted to stop until the training camp starts. I think we're gonna start it back up during training camp.
Do
So
they
yeah.
have call-ins too?
No, I don't know. They don't have call-ins, but
You gotta tell them that call-ins.
yeah, I don't know if they'll do that. There's just so much people over there. Like, yesterday we had over 600 people in there, so I don't know if they're gonna do call-ins.
Holy cow, 600.
Yeah, it was pretty
The
fun.
Jets have a round table too.
Yeah,
do
they
it
have their
with-
own. The Jets have a nice community, man. Kind of jealous.
Yeah, they do. I'm telling you, I go to all of them.
They like each other over there, man. They don't
Oh, I
fight like we do.
know. I love them. They love me. The guy Gator did a introduction to the what you call Jake Asman show, and he has me singing the song. I
Oh
got
gosh.
it. Okay, look when you get off. Look up Jake Asman and look at all the stuff I do.
Gotcha.
And then you could see about Knoble.
I gotcha.
But sometimes you can't. These like you did this tonight. That was great. But most of the time they don't let you go on the Giants people.
Yeah.
But I liked you and the hub. You always let us talk.
Yes, sir.
You guys got to get back together because I miss you guys.
We will.
All right. I know you look tired. You got to get up.
All right, Bobby.
Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you, man.
Okay,
Later,
bye.
Bobby. Everybody, that was Bobby. Bobby from Vermont. All right, guys. We might end up ending this out. This was a fun stream. If there's anybody else that wants to come in and talk some ball, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. We could talk some ball, talk about the draft. You guys want to argue with me? You guys want to ask me some questions? You guys can go ahead and click that link that I pinned up above in the comment section. Talk some ball. We could talk the draft. We could talk the Giants' future. We can talk anything you want. You want to argue about Daniel Jones? I'm all about the smoke, even though, I kind of argue with both sides. But you guys can, I'll probably stay in the chat for a little bit longer as well, too. This is a fun stream, man. Fun stream. Hopefully, I'm going to try to come back here next week for the schedule release. If I'm not doing Roundtable Sports next week, I'll be here. How about that? I'll be here. Let's see how things go. Is it really Thursday night? Is it really Thursday night that the schedule releases? That might work out perfectly. So let's see what happens. But let me catch up in the chat here, man, because I wasn't able to talk to you guys that much in the chat. College Pro, watch it all, even a little UFF. You talking to me, Bookend? If I watch college, I watch college ball. Not like every game though. It's hard. It's hard to keep up with college football. Runion's dad coming to watch his kid in blue. Maybe. I know he's a former Eagle, so DJ is the greatest. Oh man, I have so many. Listen, I respect it, guys. I respect it. If you guys love yourself some Daniel Jones, man, but it's like sometimes it gets crazy in the comments, and I'm like, yo, what did this man do to deserve that? I don't know, man. But all in all, man, I really just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys because I know this was a controversial draft. On top of the fact that I know that I haven't been on to talk to you guys in a while, just talk to you guys in a while. So I thought this would be a fun little exercise for us to do. All the callers were phenomenal. You guys are all appreciated. Appreciate you guys all. But yeah, guys, if there's nobody else, then we'll just end the stream out. And good stream. We'll give it 2 more minutes, but yeah. And if you guys want to support the channel, support what we're doing over here on the channel. Help me out a little bit as I try to do my best to one day make this a full-time job. I'm in the talks with a lot of people that know people. I got a lot of connections, and I'm trying my best to one day quit the post office and work from home and do what I love to do, man. So that if you guys want to support that mission, go ahead and join the channel membership, and $5 a month. I'm working on revamping the membership as well. Going to give you guys even more emojis for you guys, give you guys some more privileges. Like I said, in these call-in streams, members have full prioritization. Um, and you guys will be first in line for these call-in streams that I hope to be doing more often. So, and I'm also going to be, I've already did it a couple of times. I'm also going to be releasing videos early. My videos that I make, I'm going to be releasing them to members only, and then I'll be making them public. So, that's a little treat for you members out there, man. Draft C minus, Brett. Do you want to come up here and argue that? You want to come up here and argue that, Brett? Want to put your money where your mouth is, Brett? Huh, Brett? I just wanted to hear what you guys have to say. I had it as a C plus in the beginning, but I kind of stuck to a B. I stuck to a B. RG77 says people are exaggerating Malik Neighbors, saying Daniel Jones' name wrong. They're saying Daniel Jones' name wrong. What do you mean? Are we talking about Daniel Jones? Are we talking about Daniel Jones? Oh, there are people. Oh, people. Yeah, my dog's going crazy. He doesn't agree with that either. If you guys can hear him, my bad. But yeah, I agree with that too. RG77. I wanted to adjust that as well. Listen, he was nervous. Okay, he was nervous. You can tell the way he was grabbing the mic, the way he was staring at the person eye to eye. He was nervous. He just got his name. You guys remember? Now, this was just me because I have a stuttering problem, but you guys remember when a couple years ago, why I always call Art Stapleton State Arpleton? Because I did the same thing. I literally mixed the first two letters of each of Art Stapleton's name and just put them, I switched them in the first name and last name. I call him State Arpleton. But you could see Malik Neighbors was just, he was just nervous. I don't think it's because he didn't know who Daniel Jones was. He was just nervous. Didn't need another slot corner or safety with the second round. No, or like, yeah, I know, Brett. I know. I agree. I didn't care much for Andrew Phillips. And I know a lot of people love Tyler Nubin, so I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to hold off. On it. But all right, guys, fun stream. Thank you guys for coming on. I had a lot of fun on here. Let's see if I do this next week. You guys are awesome as usual. Thank you guys for being great guests. For those of you guys that came on, and thank you guys for being great viewers as well. Those of you guys in the viewers in the chat list as well. But had a great time. Hopefully we get more callers next time, and we'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you all.